Good morning. Hey, Anne Marie. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Ducky. Good morning, Pearls for Paws. You're new to me. It's an interesting name. I like it. Pearls for Paws. Um, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Kristen. How are you guys? Just waking up. I'm on a little earlier than normal. I was messing around. Happy Saturday to you, too, Ducky. Everybody. Happy Saturday. The sound's not on? Oh, you know why? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good morning, Nate. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Jennifer Kelly, how are you? Let me just. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. I was. That's weird because there's supposed to be a mic in that camera. Okay. So it must be because that camera wasn't being utilized. The mic wasn't being utilized. It was being blocked. I've been on my computer this morning trying to figure some stuff out, like figuring out why Buddha takes over the big screen sometimes, and I just can't figure it out. So I tried to get. Good morning, Angela Potter. 10-4. Boom, boom. I was messing with some of my different cameras. I think what's going to happen today, because it's Saturday, and I think I figured it out, but I'm a little bit nervous because I think maybe the sound wasn't working because I wasn't utilizing the above camera. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to attempt to broadcast charm readings from here using my overhead camera. I think I figured out how to make it work. I got it to come up on screen and through a certain set of steps. So it's a down facing camera that would be able to look at the charm board while I'm talking about what I see. So I'm going to attempt to do that today, but I forgot to unplug it just now. So that might have been why it was blocking the sound because it was running through that camera because it acts as a mic. So it was probably blocking the computer's mic. So, because I had turned that camera off or not turned it off, but just wasn't, it's not connecting with the computer right now. So it was blocking the sound on the computer, I believe. You could hear me before from the start? Strange. Okay. Eat shit right now, you witch. Where's your cauldron? Wow, what a ray of sunshine you are in the morning. Will you please subscribe to my channel? Wow, lovely. I love it. Good morning to you. Happy Saturday, Eat Shit Right Now. Wow, what a lovely way to start your day. Hey Lisa Schwager, how are you? And I kind of like that their name is Eat Shit Right Now, because if it is if they are trolling me, I get to say to them that over and over again, just because I'm using their own name. They can eat shit right now. That's who they are. That's who they want to be. Even though that might be who they're attempting to what they're attempting to put out there, but they're actually giving me credence by using their name to tell them, eat shit right now. I love you, Eat Shit Right Now. You're beautiful. You're a ray of light. Good morning, Nancy good morning, Nancy Mobran. I think the name's funny. I just think it's bold. It's a little, daring. Not many people commit that well to YouTube. You are in it to win it. Good morning, Lori Hill. How are you? That's somebody at Kristen Ravello. There's somebody on YouTube right now with the name Eat Shit Right Now. And they just asked me, hey, where's your cauldron? What they don't know is we were talking about the Hallowell sisters yesterday. So we're talking about witches. But, if people actually did their homework, they'd understand that Christianity was based on Wiccan principles. A lot of the holidays from the Christian faith are the same holidays that were around when people were worshiping the divine feminine through witchcraft prior to the Christian church forming. But people don't know that. They don't study anything. They just sort of stay stuck in their own dogma, and they don't explore anything else. And that's part of the problem with the planet, is that we're all infighting and telling each other to eat shit right now because, we think that's going to make us right and them wrong. And really what we need to do is come together. And that's why I'm here, is to help us come together. I got a sub. Thank you, Eat Shit Right Now. I can't believe that's your name. You're amazing. And I hope that I don't consider myself a witch, but I do believe in the practice of nature. I believe that God creates nature, and I believe that there's a lot of magic and beauty in nature. And the witches Wiccans, not witches, because there is a negative connotation with witches, but Wiccans do honor that part of God's work through nature, which is a huge part of all of this, is the divine feminine and Mother Earth, and something that needs to be acknowledged. We have the masculine and the patriarchy, excuse me. We also have the divine feminine, and there's men and women on this planet, and they come together and create life and continue to populate the planet, and the lessons and all of that. It's all very important, and we need to acknowledge all of it and love it all. And I love your name. I think you're in it to win it. As far as I'm concerned, you're full committed. Bam. Haley Potter, are you related to Harry Potter? Oh, Haley Potter, she says, if you guys can't read from YouTube, she says, hi, Dan, this witch got her cauldron ready. Ha, 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 ha. So I love it, Haley Potter. I love it. Nate Hansen Bishop, for those of you on YouTube, she's singing Come Together Right Now and a bunch of musical notes. Cunt Gobbler? You guys, where are you coming from today? And I mean CUMMING. Oh, dirty birds, dirty birds. Oh my God, these names on YouTube. Did you guys get up and form a coven and then decide to go witch hunting this morning? What's going on? You guys are in it with these names. No, Dave from Situate or, Bob NNYC. It's Cunt Gobbler. Whoa, you really committed to your YouTube presence. They're all on YouTube coming through today. And they're just having a moment. I don't know. I've never seen these people before. They're kind of amazing. They're a little bit intense names, but hey, if you feel that strongly about gobbling cunts, go for it. I say the more the gobbler, the more the merrier, right? Wow. his mom and wife and sisters must be so proud. Or maybe it's a she. I shouldn't even assume. I hope it's a she. That would be awesome if it was a she. Hey, Amy Nichols Hilton. Good morning. Actually, Amy Nichols Wilson is asking, hi, can I please have a card? So let me explain to you what goes on here in the mornings, Amy. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Engelgeist. This is Engelgeist. This is my channel. I'm broadcasting both on Facebook and YouTube currently. What I do in the morning is I like to consider myself your spiritual meteorologist. I'm here just to have a little bit of fun and pull a card for us as a collective group to see what the energy is going to be like for us today and how best to deal with it. So it's sort of like a spiritual weather report in a way. Just looking at the energy, just doing a little witchy divining, making the Christians nervous, because that's, what they like to be, is nervous and upset and angry. So, and I'm enjoying some of these these new YouTubers that are coming through. I had Eat Shit Right Now come and visit, and then I had Cunt Gobbler, and then they've seemed to have gone away. I don't know. I hope they subscribed, because with names like that really it says that they are dedicated followers to whatever their belief systems are, and can't believe it. Happy Saturday. The Lions Gate has opened, apparently. Good morning, S.J. Sheldon. Good morning. They're probably like 12 years old. They might be. Who knows? But I just think that they're in it to win it. I don't know. I hope they watched my I don't even know that they're Christian. I don't even know. They didn't even say anything. They just said, hey, witch, where's your cauldron? So, hi, Kayanet Bokhari, how are you? They are here looking for some witchery. So, I actually think that they have enough witchery in their names, let alone need it from me. So, hey, Lisa Thurman Anderson, how are you? Yeah, I'm wide open, and that Lionsgate is wide open. Apparently, a few cunt gobblers have come through. They've slipped on through the Lionsgate, and they're out here having a good time on Facebook. YouTube. Good morning, Karen. You missed some fun. This is worth watching over. I might have to rewatch this. Amazing. Get it, YouTube. I hope Eat Shit Right Now said he subscribed. I hope that's the truth, because maybe we can teach him how to stop eating poop, because that cannot be really good breath. And dating possibilities. Hey, Jeanette, good morning. We want Eat Shit Right Now to be, having awesome opportunities for romance. And with poo-poo breath, it doesn't necessarily always happen, unless you can get somebody that has really bad sense of smell. And now those are possible, but they're few and far between. So, but we're going to hope for you. I consider myself not necessarily a Christian in the sense of the religious sense, but I do believe that Christ existed, and I believe in his teachings. But I don't go to I go into churches to pray, but I don't. That's a more personal thing. But I don't consider myself part of organized religion. Rose Russo Nicole says, I'm Christian and I'm not offended. Astrology is in several places in the Bible as the North Star. Just ignore the haters. I think. Natay says, Dan, watch Party again tonight. Well, they've gone away now, so I'm kind of sad, but that's okay. So let's get started with taking our breaths. That was so bummer. I hope they subscribed and come back, because with names like that, how can you not just be happy and put a smile on your face? Because it gives me permission to say that to them. Good morning, Jennifer Santos. Thank you so much for the donation last night. That was totally unexpected. I found it in my emails and I was blown away. Jennifer did me a solid, and she sent over a little bit of money via PayPal for all of the different free readings that I've done for her over time. And I thought that was just really, really sweet. So I just wanted to shout her out and say thank you for that this morning, because it was unexpected. I came out of Spirit Circle and I saw it in my email and I was like, oh my God, thank you. So I thought that was cool. Good morning, Irish in Cyprus. How are you? Good morning, Jamie C. Taylor. Good morning, Belen. Good morning, Carolyn. Wow, you're all up this morning. So I'm going to announce to you guys, I'm going to try and do a charm I am going to. Amy Nicole Hilton says, I believe that Jesus was a magical man and God is for when I die and I will meet him and I have a lot of questions for him. And you should question. He's got a lot of answers for us. I think you don't even have to wait to die to question him. You can pray, you can meditate and chat with your own God, the God of your understanding. You know, I think that everybody's entitled to that, no matter what their religious beliefs are. They're entitled to the God of their understanding. So anyways, I wanted to say this really quick. I am going to attempt to do maybe in an hour or two. I want to take a shower and eat after this reading, but I'm going to get back online. So keep an eye out for that. And I am going to attempt to do charms via both cameras tonight. Today. I'm excited. I'm hoping that things work out the way they appeared like they were working this morning. And we can do some charm readings this afternoon via both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So hopefully Eat Shit Right Now and Cunt Gobbler come back, because I would love to read their charms and see what's going on in their, preteen lives. All right, you guys. So pick me, Monty. Rose says, pick me, Monty. You were here, Rose, when we talked about the, what's her name? Erica Harvell. She won the Showcase Showdown on The Price is Right. She was on it with Drew Carey one night in one of the videos. It was crazy. All right, so let's take our 3 deep breaths. One in through our nose, not one in through our nose. In through our nose, deep into the belly, and then exhale through our mouth, right? As we're doing that, if we can, try and imagine and bring our attention, to our body, to the present moment where our feet are planted. And also imagine plus signs coming into the body for positive energy, filling your body with positive energy, and releasing minus signs out of your mouth. It's a very simple visualization, as if you're letting go of, say the stress of yesterday or the worries of tomorrow, okay? We're gonna take 3 breaths, 1 for the mind, 1 to honor the body, and 1 to honor the spirit, okay? As you breathe each time, just bring your attention closer, more onto your body. By the 3rd breath, ideally, we want to get you up here, your attention right behind your eyes in the center of your head at your 3rd eye, so that you can hear this message this morning. Okay, so if you're ready, let's get started. All right, so let's take a deep breath in. Let's close our eyes if you want to join me, and take a deep breath in through your nose all the way into your belly. Bring your attention to your body or to your feet, somewhere to start, and release. And just let go of any tension, any stress, anything that doesn't serve you. Those of you want, you can imagine a line of energy going from your first chakra at the base of your spine all the way down to the center of the earth, and you can allow energy that doesn't belong to you or doesn't serve you anymore to go down that and let it be healed by the earth. Let's take that 2nd breath. Inhale. See those positive signs filling your body. And bring your attention up your body if you can, maybe to your shoulders, your chest, that area. And exhale, release. Let all that air out. And then inhale. Bring your attention to your forehead or right behind your eyes if you can, the center of your head. This is where your pineal gland lives. This is where your clairvoyance exists. And exhale and let those minus signs go. And welcome to the present moment, which is Saturday, August 10th, 2019. So let's look at the energy. Okay, Spirit, please give me a card that best represents, for those of us that are watching and those of us that have come across this video throughout the day, including Eat Shit and Now and Cunt Gobbler. Please bring us a message that serves our highest good for Saturday, August 10th, 2019. Please show us what the energy is that we will be dealing with today and how best to work with it. Also, please show us a card that shows Cunt Gobbler how to spell gobbler correctly. because he did have the first part spelled correctly, second wasn't. Unless maybe somebody actually has the name with the second B. Wow. Makes me think of Pac-Man for some reason. Okay, come on, Spirit. Let's see a card. Saturday, August 10th, 2019. Waka, 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 waka. Okay, let's see. That was just goofy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ah, it's back again. Okay, let me put on the Buddha cam. It's not even shady. They went away. It's just funny to me. They didn't even shade me. They asked where my cauldron was. I think that's sort of an honor as the fourth Hallowell sister. I'm like, let me show you my cauldron. It's large and in charge. I don't know, I just think it's funny. And then their names, I'm just sort of like, wow, way to commit to YouTube. Way to commit to being I don't even know what you're trying to do with that name. Because it basically means when I get to say it back to you, I'm telling you exactly what you're trying to tell me. So it's kind of like that thing. You know how they say that phrase when you're pointing one finger at someone, you're pointing three back at yourself? It's kind of like that. It's like, if you send that to me, you're kind of almost giving me carte blanche to give it right back to you, and almost with ease. That's what I found so funny about it. Oh, he's back! Yay! I'm glad you're back, because we're about to do the reading, eat shit, right now. Okay, so here we go. We've got the card for today. Now, I know you're new to the channel, so I want to teach you about your inner Buddha, because you do have one, even though you may not know it. And I want you to explore your inner Buddha. That's what I would love for you right now. Besides eating shit, I would love for you right now to connect with your inner Buddha. So let's turn on the Buddha cam, and we're going to say hello to Buddha this morning. Where is he? There he is. Okay, do you see that? And let me put the chat window up because I don't want to miss anything that he is saying. Okay, sounds good. Eat shit right now says, okay, sounds good. Great, thank you. I really hope you subscribe. I think your name is hilarious. All right, so here's our card. And if you guys remember midweek on Wednesday, we had this card. It's back again. It's the Child of Cups feeler. And we may have some children in the room today. So it's perfect. It's perfect. Let me bring it closer. See, this is the center of your head, eat shit right now. I want you to understand that. Let me take this away for a minute. This is where we're trying to get to in our day-to-day lives so that we feel more content and happy, that we feel more settled and secure in who we are, so we can, just be at peace with the world and where it's at, people that are different than us and all of that. So anyways, so let me get out my little trusty pointer. You did sub. Thank you. I'm so glad. So this is the Child of Cups feeler, and Child of Cups is all about our emotions, right? Again, I'm going to do sort of a very similar reading to what happened on Wednesdays. Some of you might be feeling a little bit sad or a little bit depressed. That's okay. Acknowledge those feelings and have them. I can tell you this morning I was praying and I was having some tears over the construction that's going on outside of my house because they're really tearing up Mother Earth, and it makes me sad on a really deep level. The fact that now I'm just using this as a personal example, but the fact that some of the animals, like the large iguanas and things, are coming over and migrating towards my house, it's because they're losing their environment. And I was deeply moved by that this morning. I don't know why, but it welled up a bunch of sadness in me to where I actually got on my knees and prayed for them, for the earth, for the changes that are happening in this neighborhood, because they're just digging it away and tearing it apart, and all in an effort to just build an elevator so that people can have ease going up to their apartments. It's just sad. So the trees that they tore out and everything, I don't know. Anyways, so I was in this space this morning, but I was actually able to honor it and acknowledge it and get on my knees and pray and say, find the things that I was grateful for. Find the things that, I may not understand what's going on outside my house and why the destruction is happening, but from that comes change. And so I have to embrace it, but I don't necessarily have to be okay with it, right? So I was feeling it today, this morning, and it makes sense why this card would come up for me personally. But for you guys, if you guys are having any feelings, if they're anything like blue or maybe sad, it's okay. Acknowledge them, and you can have them. I think that we might be able to have them and let them go and move up into this arena where we have all of these children and all of this fun color and all of this beauty, all of this joy and enthusiasm. Look at your feelings as if they are almost tools or toys in a way, like, because this is a child card. Learn about your feelings, how they work in you. What are they trying to tell you? What are they trying to bring about in you? My feelings this morning, and I'm again just using myself as an example, is that they were bringing about in me an awareness that I care at a deeper level, and that's a blessing, even though I get sad at a deeper level, but that's okay. So I was able to share that with my, with the angels that I work with God, and my personal, beliefs, and get to know that about myself and honor that. This rainbow across the top definitely says to me that, we are going to have a broad spectrum of emotions today, and some of us are going to be blessed in experiences with them that are going to be kind of lucky or breakthroughs. I'm going to say this: it's all about learning about how our emotions affect us, how they teach us, why they're there. Don't run from them. Explore them. I mean, like, if you think about how a child feels their emotions, like, a child is so in the present moment with them. 1 minute they're crying, the next minute they're screaming with glee. And I think that we as adults were trained or socialized by society and by our families and taught that we're not allowed to cry, that we're not allowed to be angry, that we're not allowed to be too emotional. Oh God, don't get too emotional. And I'm not saying y'all need to go out there and act crazy, but you are allowed to have your feelings. And I think today is a good day to have your feelings. Today is a good day to explore your feelings. Eat shit right now says this is actually kind of interesting. Well, thank you, boo. I appreciate it. I need to know, are you male with that name or are you a female? Because if you're a female, that's kind of balls out. That's kind of like ballsy. But if you're a male, it's a little predictable. But that's okay. We don't mind predictability. But so what I am saying is today's a good day to have your feelings, to explore them, to acknowledge them, to allow them not to necessarily lead you or control you, but to help you, to teach you what's going on inside and why you feel the way you feel. Because right now we want to know this stuff. We want to explore this stuff so that we can make it work for us versus against us. Right? I myself have been a person that has been trapped in my emotions for many years when I was younger and afraid of my emotions and ran from them. And now I don't necessarily run from them. I actually stop and I feel them and I go, wow. Sometimes they're not even mine. Sometimes I'm picking up somebody else's emotions. Like even yesterday I had called Ducky, and I know this is more about me personally, but I'm just using it as examples. Yesterday I called Ducky because I told her midday I was feeling a little bit emotional and I didn't understand why. So there might be things that are coming up for people, and it's okay. Let those feelings come up today. If you're feeling a little bit if you're feeling mad joy, great, feel mad joy and enjoy it. Live it, love it, own it. If you're feeling a little bit more I don't know, sad or if you're maybe even depressed, that's okay too. Acknowledge that and honor it, and then ask it, what is it here to teach you? Why am I feeling this way? And for me today, it was me having to stop and acknowledge that I'm not really okay with what they're doing, how they're tearing up this hillside and how they've torn down the trees and the animals are losing their home and the same stuff happens to people, and I'm not okay with that either. And that's a large reason why I don't watch the news anymore and why my Facebook feed doesn't have political stuff in it, because it's just too upsetting. I choose not to give it any energy or attention so that I can stay more happy. What it does prompt in me, and the gift is that it prompts me to A, know myself a little bit better, and B, to ask for support when I need it from Spirit. And Spirit is there to support us. Eat shit right now says emotions suck. They don't suck. Actually, they're teachers. They can teach you a lot about who you are. What sucks about them or what's scary about them is if we're feeling like they're out of control or they're going to overrun us, which is not true. As we continue, if you stop and you actually sit with them, you take away their power. You actually end up being equal with them. They are part of who you are, and they're there to acknowledge, like they're there to be acknowledged. It's the way that the spirit communicates through the body so that it can give you messages so that you know whether or not you're in alignment with what you want or not. They're not a bad thing. It took me a long time to realize that. I thought that they were bad and didn't want to feel them and whatever. Now I actually embrace them. And so that's just my personal story, okay? So you do what you need to do, but the more that you allow yourself to feel and the more that you learn about them, because this is the Child of Cups, so there's learning to be had here. The more that you allow yourself to learn about them and why they're there, the more that they can actually become a tool and help you. And they can be a barometer for where you're at, when you're at, and you can use them. They can actually empower you. That's been my experience. So we had this card on Wednesday. It's back again on Saturday. And on the Sunday 3-card spread, we had that Hermit card, right? And we had that Eight of Worlds change card. So there is some change coming and happening and brewing in the background. And I think, again, we're being told to clock in on our feelings and get a little bit deeper, learn about our feelings, learn that they're there to show us something. They're there to help us. You can say it's fake news, eat shit right now. That's okay. It's my news. So if you call it fake, that's okay. You're allowed to believe that it's fake. And you can even, unsubscribe if you don't choose to purport to it. Or maybe you could challenge yourself and try something new. I don't know. And if I feel challenging to you, that's not my point. I'm here to hopefully give people new perspective and help them. And I don't know if that is anything that interests you, but if it is, you're more than welcome to hang out with us and talk about these ideas and maybe explore your emotions, and maybe they'll feel less scary, and you'll be able to actually be in control of the things that God gave you. Not in control, but more at peace with the things that God gave you, similar to Buddha. Okay, so this feeler card comes back to me because it says that it looks like we might have some more work to do in our feelings department, or it might just be that some of the newer viewers missed Wednesday's message and it's back again. It's not going to hurt any of us to feel good. There's a lot of good feeling in this card, so we can enjoy it and really enjoy it. Focus on it. What we focus on, we'll get more of. So if we focus on the negative, we're going to get more negative. If we focus on the positive, generally we feel more positive. So, and this Hermit card too says to me that while we're doing all of this and while we're really paying extra attention to ourselves, our feelings, our thoughts, our emotions, we are learning a lot about who we are and what we are and how to better be in our lives. And when we do that, we become better people. Therefore, the world becomes a better place, even on a small scale. But that's all we have control over is our own space and we can't control others. I mean, through whatever tactics we may try, it doesn't necessarily work. It just is like spinning the wheel in round and round and round and round and round. And that's why, we don't get anywhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed this card for today. I hope that you guys learned something from today. I certainly am. It's definitely apropos for me and just sort of the morning that I had, but I'm not ungrateful for that morning. I think that it's already been a very interesting morning, and I actually prayed a lot for a lot of different things, and then look what shows up in the feeds. So I think that there's some interesting stuff to be had here, and I think that we should enjoy it and embrace it. And as I always say, I always end every video with this: it's all just energy, basically. It's all just whether things are bad, whether we're looking at things through a negative lens, or all we can see is the negativity or what's not working, the frustration, anger, aggravation. If we focus on that, we're going to want to perpetuate that. We're going to want to go out and produce more of that. We're going to only receive more of that back, which is going to make us resentful, and then we're angry at our environment, and the next thing you know, we're lashing out in our environment, which then our environment lashes back at us, and it becomes this cyclical thing that we can't get out of. And that's not only happening, that doesn't only happen on a personal scale, it happens on a global scale. If you look at our what's going on politically in this world, it's happening, right? We're stuck in this sort of cycle of pointing fingers and blaming and fighting and all of that. We can break that cycle, but we have to, the only person that we can control in this situation or make change with in this situation is ourselves. That's it. And from there, we hope that we allow others to make their changes. And we have to allow for that. You know, we have to allow them to be who they are. So it's all just energy. When we find the gift, when we find the blessing, even in things where we're suffering or we're having a hard time or we're angry or whatever, when we find the gift and we find the blessing for it, we start to rise above it. It starts to control, it stops controlling us so much. Hi, Viralis TV, welcome. Please give us a subscribe. Thank you for joining us. It's a little bit late. I'm kind of winding up, but thank you very much for the thumbs up. Please give me a subscribe. So I just, you know, my thing is that if we find that little bit of shift, that little bit of shift in perspective, find the blessing, look for, if we can't find it within the situation that's got our attention, look to another situation. Look to where it is working in your life. Look to where things are feeling better. I'm not saying to avoid feeling sad or upset, but honor those feelings and then consciously make a decision to move to something that feels lighter, that feels funnier, that feels more joyful, even a slight bit. And that slight bit will just open the window or the door to allow more energy and your spirit and your God or whoever it is that you work with. Some of you might not even know that you're working with anything beyond yourself, but it does allow things in so that things can get better. You can feel better and you can be more at peace in your world, especially with yourself first and foremost. And then that emanates out and you're at peace with those around you. Okay? Ooh, I feel tingles on the top of my head right now. I love you guys, all of you, including my new subs. Hey, you're welcome. Gabby! Hey, honey, how are you? I'm so stoked that you're going to see Lana Del Rey. When I saw you say, like, oh, who wants to go? I was like, I wish I was in California. I would totally, pay and go with you. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in, darling. Hey, Jennifer Nichols, how are you? So, hey, Kim Ciccinetti, you guys have a great day. And hey, Anima, I am gonna sign back on in maybe about an hour. I want to eat something and take a shower, and I got to figure out this camera stuff and make sure that you guys can hear me. So, but if you guys are around, because it's a Saturday, I think I've never really broadcasted stuff in the day. I usually do this in the morning and then at night. I'm gonna try an afternoon broadcast. So let's say, in maybe an hour or two, keep an eye out, or hit the subscribe button and hit the bell and hit the subscribe or the like button on my Facebook business page. And I'm going to do some charming reads for you guys where I throw charms and read stuff. Okay. And I hope you guys have a great day, and your feelings are indicators and teachers. Embrace them as such. Okay. And be like a child, be open, be enthusiastic, be joyful, and honor where you are in the present moment and how you're feeling. All right, you guys, have a great day and take care. Bye.